right, welcome to Two Guys One Take. My name's Noah, and that is Turner. And Turner, I was ready to talk Colts. We were going to have a special guest. We will have a special guest at some point, so stay on the edge of your seat. We're going to talk Colts at some point, but we're pivoting, and we're going to talk baseball. This will be a baseball pod. A little preview, talk about our teams a little bit, talk about some teams we like, maybe some World Baseball Classic. We're kind of in a dead zone with hoops until the playoffs, so let's jump into some baseball. It feels like summer.
I love it. It was here in Bend the other day. It was like 60 degrees, and I'm like, this is fucking awesome. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, why couldn't this happen when I was playing baseball? It was always fucking just snowing.
Yeah,
In the middle of March, there's like a foot of snow.
we're outdoors. That we're doing like BP, and you hit one off the end of the bat, and you just want to actually like quit baseball.
Yeah,
Like, why did
just
I even? Why am I out here? um, yeah, Seattle today. It's weirdly like it's like 55, but it's sunny. So when I
gotta
was
love
out
it.
on my run today, I was like, it's like getting hot. I was like, this is crazy. This is my like first time not running in the rain in months.
Weather
So
pod.
weather pot, yeah. Let's talk a little weather. But it does feel like summer, so it's got me feeling like excited about baseball. Watching spring training a little bit, like it's like highlights. I'm not a psychopath. I don't just sit and watch spring training. But when you see some highlights and it's like sunny in Tampa and Arizona, it just
Yeah.
feels good. You're just excited for some baseball. So, um, but speaking of spring training highlights, I mean, the Pirates have been coming across my YouTube. Connor Griffin. I mean, I'm looking at the Pirates and I'm like, I think this team's going to be pretty decent. I don't know how
Dude,
you're feeling going into the year, but that's how I feel.
um, like the staff, I don't know if I texted you this or someone else, but the staff we have, it might be crazy if everyone stays healthy. Um, the
Skeens, Bubba,
Skeens, Bubba, Mitch Keller,
Keller.
which
Yeah.
he's gonna be a solid guy, and then
Hmm.
Braxton Ashcraft still young, but
Yep.
and then we randomly have Gregory Soto now, but that's for another time. Uh, no, and then like as far as position players too, like if Connor Griffin is gonna actually do something this year, we might go crazy because just as far as that infield. Nick Gonzalez if he didn't get hurt, he would have had a crazy year last year. Um, who's playing first? I can't think.
Isn't it?
Uh,
Didn't you guys get Mountcastle or no?
oh yeah.
No.
Not Mount.
O'Hearn.
Yeah,
O'Hearn.
O'Hearn. I mean, coming
Yeah.
off an All-Star last year.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna play second. Probably Nick York or Horwitz.
Yeah.
But they're like
You plug in
Spencer
Griffin
Horwitz.
at
Like,
short.
yeah, exactly. Like their bats are they got going last year at the end of the year, but it was kind of too late because of your fucking ass. And then the outfield, if Brian Reynolds gets back to his all-star caliber, if O'Neal Cruz learns how to catch a fly ball and keep hitting like 150 mile an hour line drives,
Yeah.
and
Marcelo
then
Ozuna from the Pirates.
Marcelo Zuna from the Pirates and Brandon Lowe, like
Yeah.
they did some sneaky shit this offseason that has kind of got me hyped.
The Brandon Lowe trade, I love,
Yeah.
because I got to see a lot of him because he played for the Rays, and so in the same
hmm
division as the Yankees. Just a sneaky good player, contact guy. You guys did what I wish more smaller market teams would do, which is just like go get a few like Marcelo Ozuna, sure, we'll take some offense. Go get a guy like O'Hearn, like for cheaper. Um,
hmm
I don't know, I like it, and then. Um, Skeens obviously is going to be, you know, in the Cy Young conversation as usual. I think Bubba Chandler's going to have a good year. I was reading like some just advanced scouting stuff on him from Keith Law, and it's like he'll probably have some blow up starts, but it's his first year, so like first full year. Um, so he'll just be working on stuff, but I think he's going to be pretty good. I'm not saying the Pirates are going to like, win the World Series or anything, but I do think this could be a more fun year than it has been,
Yeah,
in a
I think
while.
they're at least gonna make some noise in the division. Um,
Yeah,
Because the Cubs, though, I don't know if they're gonna have a very good year, especially after losing King Tuck.
it's really
Um,
just the Cubs I mean, the Cubs and the Brewers, but
I
the
would say that.
Brewers every year it's like they get rid of people and then they just kind of reload. Like their pitching is still loaded even without Peralta.
Yeah.
Um, but they're not like a team that you look at and you're like, what are we going to do about the Brewers? Like they're not like the Dodgers. And then I do think the Cubs are going to still be good with getting Bregman. They just have a good lineup, but the way they treat pitching, like they don't have any like other than Shota, they don't have like a guy where you're like, oh, they're going to shut us down.
Yeah.
Um, which the Pirates do. They could have two if Chandler
Hmm.
works out. So I don't know. I
And
think they could
then
compete.
it's so crazy whenever you like fast forward to September, October, and the Brewers are just always there for some reason.
They have
Like
like
what the
100
fuck?
wins.
Yeah. Like what the fuck?
They bring up like three guys that all throw triple digits with like nasty off speed stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, they found this guy. He's from Lexington, Kentucky. They took him in the 34th round. His name is Gerald Ford. And you're like, what? They're like, and if you're wondering, yes, he is related to that Gerald Ford. You're like, what the hell? How did they find this guy? Um, Gerald Ford Jr., descendant of Gerald Ford. It's just always ridiculous. But I always forget about they do have Churio, and he's still like a child, and he's a
And he's
stud.
a
So
dog. He's a dog.
yeah, so he's a stud. So and Yelich as well. I know he's like older, but
But
um
he's always gonna be that guy.
always gonna hit.
Well,
So
because was he in the
yeah,
MVP race last year too?
for like a second, yeah. When we do
Yeah.
like the way too early, like it's May, let's talk a little MVP. He was in that. Um,
Which is
but
awesome.
yeah, but I think the Pirates are going to compete a little bit this year, so that's exciting for Pirates fans and for the city of Pittsburgh. Shout
You
out to them.
you been watching any spring training for your boys?
I mean, yeah, not like sitting down watching, but I've been seeing Spencer Jones hit some moonshots,
Which is
um,
sick. Oh wait,
which
we
is sick.
totally forgot about Jared Jones on the Pirates. I forgot
Oh,
about
Jared
him.
Jones. Well, when's he gonna be back from injury though? Didn't
He's
he
on
have
like
an
I
injury?
think he's either on the 60 or the 30 day right now.
Was it Tommy John or no?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Oh, then he'd be like September at best,
Yeah, hopefully
honestly, because
not.
it just takes forever.
Let me
Um,
actually look that up.
but Jared Jones, add him to that rotation. This year I think could be a year where you guys push for a wild card, and then next year, if you guys are able to keep the band together pitching wise, you could be kind
Oh,
of building like a low key Mariners thing here.
yeah. It says late May.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He
Damn, that's
got
pretty
it.
quick.
He got it in May 2025.
Oh, I don't know why I was thinking he got it so much later than that. Okay.
I thought he
Yeah,
did too, but
that's crazy.
hmm.
Well, shout out to the Pirates for that. They're gonna have a good staff for years to come, I think. They're like kind of building what the like if you look at the Mariners like 3 years ago, that's kind of the trajectory that they should be looking to be on with their staff. So
Yeah.
could be worse, could be last year again. So this year be better.
I love looking at the fucking Yankees roster, dude. It is comedy sometimes, dude.
Just
Like just
an
seeing
eclectic
Rodon's
group.
just a jump scare. Fucking, I would totally forgot Garrett Cole was a person.
Watch out for Garrett Cole. He's got a beard again. He's throwing 97. He's back.
Camilo Duvall,
Stud.
Max Fried,
Stud.
the coolest person ever.
Freed. Stud. You know what
Bednar.
makes me sad about
Imagine if
looking
the
at the
Pirates still
roster?
had Bednar.
I know. A solid closer like that. You know what makes me sad about looking at the roster though is that Luke Weaver's not on the team anymore. Used to love Weaves.
Ooh,
Loved Weaves, and he used
what
to have the
happened
best
there?
answers. He's a Met, dude. He's a Met.
That's gross.
We didn't want to
Why would
sign
they
him, so the
do
Mets
that?
did. Mets signed him. We didn't. They gave him a pretty good chunk of change for. He was basically free the last couple of years for New York because he was literally the worst starting pitcher in the MLB, and then we were like, let's make him into a stud, like reliever. But I miss Weaves. He used to have the best answers on like the little social media stuff they would do. Um, Shout out to him for they asked last year like if you could have dinner with anybody dead or alive, who would it be? And everybody's like, probably like Jackie Robinson. And then it gets to Luke Weaver, and he goes, probably my lovely wife. That just always kills me. Um, so shout out to Weaver, man, he kills me. But Freed, the staff, when like so the Yankees to kind of pivot when Cole's back. and Rodon's back to go along with like some combination of Heel, Warren, and Weathers. The staff is really good, but it's a little older up top and like I'm a little worried about Freed because last year he threw the most innings of his career because he had
Yeah.
to kind of step up for Cole. So I'm hoping he gets like a little bit of a breather this year. It doesn't have to be like he can be like the second, third starter, not have to just like eat innings all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, you
Rodon,
guys still
like
have some young guys that can pitch some innings,
yeah,
man. Like you still have Shetler. Isn't Yarbrough still pretty young?
Yarbrough's not young, but he is going to eat some innings early probably in the year, just as like
Yeah.
a weird lefty. That's why we kept him, and then he can go back to being a reliever. Um, I know Legrange has been like the like darling of spring training because he throws 103 and we're ramping up to be a starter and he's huge. He's like Dylan Betances but a starter. Um, and he struck out Judge on like day one, so it was just like this big thing. He's not ready yet, but next year maybe he'll be able to get some innings, and this year maybe he'll come up in like September and like do some relief work. But we have a ton of young guys like him, Ben Hess. We've got a ton of young guys like in the system, which is what makes a guy like Heel like maybe expendable at the trade deadline. As much as I love Heel, like there was a ton of Heel trade rumors this offseason. I think we have to keep him for the depth for now, but if we have a chance to move him to get anything of value back at the deadline, that could be a potential move. Um, but I will miss his tattoo if he leaves. I love his tattoo on his neck. God bless me. Um, but the team itself, so for the staff, I'm not worried about. It's just a weirdly like this is what's weird about being a Yankees fan is like it feels wrong to complain about the roster because it is good and like we probably will win 90 plus games again and we probably will have a really good offense. It's just put together in a weird way where like
Yeah.
it's like names but there's no like synergy to it, I guess, is the problem. Like Judge obviously is going to play right. We gave Grisham the qualifying offer, so he'll play center. And then we re-signed Bellinger, which is perfect. That's what we needed to do. So he'll play
Mm-hmm.
left. But then that basically just means Dominguez is going to be in AAA and Spencer Jones is blocked. Like it's just weird, like how we set ourselves up for this way. And that's if we're perfectly healthy. But it's like we just
Yeah.
handle the development of hitters very strange.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like Volpe, don't you dare suggest that he could be sent down to get at bats in AAA. But then with Dominguez, it's like, oh yeah, well he fucking sucks in left and he can't hit from the right side. And after we give him like really inconsistent at bats, he's got to go. Um,
Yeah.
so it's just I don't know, like, and maybe he's not going to be as good as he was made out to be, but I just think we handled the team really weird. Um,
I think it's wild you guys still have Giancarlo on the roster, man. That shit's crazy. Because you
he's
get
going to
Giancarlo
get
off that
to
roster, one of your outfielders can. I mean, is Judge even going to be able to throw a ball?
Well, he said he can. He said there's nothing lingering, and that he
Didn't he
was
say that
thinking about
last
it
year
last
too?
year. Well,
Yeah.
last year he said that like last year he said that in the moment, but then spring training he was actually really honest for the first time. He was like, last year I was thinking about it when I was throwing, but like coming into this year, he's like I took a full like certain amount of months off from even like touching a ball throwing, and then
Hmm.
now he's feeling better. I think after this year, Giancarlo can. There's a team option, so he'll be gone, and then Judge will DH at that point. I'm sure a lot
Yeah.
more. Um, and Ben Rice and him can just kind of switch off. But
Hmm.
I think this year is just a weird year. There's a lot of money coming off the books over the next couple of years. Like Garrett Cole's contract ends, um, Rodon's will end, Giancarlo's will end, Trent Grisham's only on a 1 year qualifying offer. So this is a little bit of a strange year. Jazz Chisholm's deal ends after this year. Well, like
That's crazy.
he's done being on arbitration, so he'll get his first chance to like get paid, which he will because he's I mean probably one of the best second basemen in the league in terms of
Do you think he's going to
offense.
play second or third?
He'll play second because what's his name will play third. Why can't I think of his name right now? Rocky's third
Rosario.
baseman.
Oh,
No, lefty,
uh,
white guy. Why am I totally blanking? McMahon, Ryan
yeah,
McMahon.
McMahon.
McMahon and Rosario will platoon at third. Um, the Yankees love Rosario. Um, they've been trying to get Rosario for so long because they're like, he can play every position. I'm like, yeah, but not well. Um,
You still got Paulie, dude.
yeah,
Paulie
so Goldie
G.
is there to like literally mentor Ben Rice. Here's what I am excited about. That was my little like, we're kind of weirdly put together. Ben Rice, like, I think is gonna have a fucking awesome year. All of
Yeah,
his all of his year was awesome last year, but all of his underlying metrics suggest that he could be like Kyle Schwarber level guy from the left side in his career.
yeah.
So I would love to see that. I think Jazz is going to have an awesome year again. And then I'm excited for Caballero to play short every day while Volpe's on the shelf. I just think that's going to be fun to have somebody else at shortstop just visually. Who knows if he'll be any better playing every day? I don't think he's like as talented as Volpe could be, but at least he plays hard, plays good defense. He's fast. He's going to steal bases. Um, that'll just be fun to have somebody else out there. McMahon should improve from last year. Like they did some things with his swing, so there's less swing and miss. Giancarlo could get to I think 500 home runs. I'm pretty
I
sure,
mean, I would hope
which
so.
is crazy.
How many
Um,
strikeouts?
I can't ever really go that hard at Big G because he's had so many good postseason moments.
Yeah.
Um,
I just love seeing the when the clip comes up of him getting thrown out at home.
that's he can't really run, so
He
that's the problem.
he really can't run like
Yeah,
whatsoever.
yeah, he's at 453 home runs. So I mean, his deal could go through the next 2 years. He could get to 500 in a Yankees uniform, which would at least be cool.
That would be
Um,
sick.
I think, like I said,
Whoa.
what's up?
Dude, I didn't realize he's been on the team since 2018.
Yeah, he's been around forever, dude.
That's insane.
As soon as he signed that deal with the Marlins, they were just like, "All right, dude, pack your shit, get out of
Yeah.
here."
It was like, wasn't it like right after he fucking broke his face?
That uh, I can't remember if it was right after that, but I
Oh, it
know
was a couple years after, I think.
it was pretty soon after he had that fucking monster year, the MVP year. Um, Giancarlo Stanton, Mike Stanton, formerly
Oh,
Mike.
59 bombs? Yeah, he got
Yeah, was that the MVP year? Was that 2013?
2017.
Really? Okay, and then they traded him right after that.
Yeah, which is wild.
The Yankees were like, sure, we'll take him.
Yeah.
He's been a good Yankee dude. Like he's been like a leader the whole time. He was awesome in the run to the World Series. So he's also playing through like this crazy double tennis elbow injury. He was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I can't really button my shirts, but I will be out there playing.
That's
Like,
insane. Aren't his knees
doesn't
like
sound good.
fucked up too?
His knees are all fucked up. He like literally like steps out of bed in the morning and breaks like 3 bones. But then he's like a physical specimen who's always in the gym. It doesn't make any sense.
Just jacked.
His joints and shit are just all messed up. I don't I don't really know. But
Wild.
it works for him, and hopefully he can get to 500 bombs. But this team, like I said, they're probably going to win like 90 plus games, which is awesome.
Hmm.
It's fun to know that your team is going to be competitive every year. It's just we're not a World Series team. I don't think unless some guys on offense really improve. Like if McMahon has just an awesome year
Yeah.
and Caballero is great at short. And like the bullpen, like everything works out. Like Doval is filthy, Bednar's
Hmm.
filthy. Then we could be, actually competitive. But
Personally, I think it's going to come down to your pen. I feel like your bats are always going to be there. You're always going to put up runs, but
yeah,
if you're giving up runs while you're putting up runs,
yeah.
you're not going to
We'll see
do
what
very
happens with
well.
the pen. I trust Matt Blake, our pitching coach, always seems to, like we were talking about Luke Weaver earlier. There's a few guys that we seem to like that are kind of like diamonds in the rough that he just always seems to get the most out of those people.
Hmm.
Um, like Cabe Wisenhunt, which is a funny name, but we took him in the Rule 5 draft. We never do that, and we think he's going to be pretty good middle relief. So And I guess we found something with Doval, like why we think he was walking so many guys. I guess they worked on something with him. You hear that every spring training, but it seems to work with Matt Blake. So
Yeah.
if they're filthy and the pitching is able to stay healthy, then I think we've got a shot. That's where I get nervous though, is like when we don't really make a big move this offseason, which is fine. We had a good team, but when we kind of sell the thing of like, well, Cole will be back midseason, that's almost like adding somebody. But it's like somebody else is going to get hurt at that same
Hmm.
time. That's just how it works. Like
Yeah.
somebody like Freed or somebody will go down like right when he comes back. So
It's
if
baseball.
going into the postseason they're all healthy, then we'll see. But
Yeah.
um, it's a little bit of a weird year. I don't like wasting any of like Judge's prime, so I'm hoping we compete for a World Series. But
I mean,
you
as
never know.
long as um, the salary cap is not in effect, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I are you wanting salary cap? I don't think we've ever talked about this.
I don't think we have. As a minority fan, yes.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I would just say yeah. Like that's just bottom line. Because I mean,
I'm willing to get creative with it, but I don't know if I want a
yeah,
cap. But what's your? I mean, you're a Pirates fan, so I get that. What's your? Is it the Dodgers thing? Like, is that what's kind of broken your back on this, or have you always kind of just been like, at some point this is gonna break? Like,
I think it's mostly just the Dodgers thing. Like the Yankees don't even bother me because you guys still try to put together like constructive rosters and like players that mesh well together, or
we're
at
cheap
least
too.
try. Yeah, I mean like, but back in the day, you guys weren't cheap. You
In the
guys would,
'90s,
yeah, I would say you guys would buy whoever the fuck is taking the most steroids. Um, and then, but with the Dodgers, that's what the Dodgers are doing right now. It's like, oh, there's a big name that's a free agent. Like, let's just sign him. Fuck it. Like we're
yeah,
we're gonna pay him 3 million every year, and then when he's 70 years old, we're gonna fucking pay him out $70,000 million.
yeah. I am frustrated with that. I can't say much because the Yankees used to trade for big names and take on all their salary. I mean, that's what happened with A-Rod. Like, trade for A-Rod, the Red Sox were going to do it, but then he would have to defer some salary, and the Players Association stepped in and said no. So then the
Yeah.
Yankees were like, well, we don't need to defer any salary. We'll just pay you, um,
Mm-hmm.
and traded for him. And
This might be a dumb question, but are the Steinbrenners still the owners?
it's his son, and so like
Uh,
his son is, I mean, he's a loser. Is really like and he's not like in comparison to other owners of a team that of this much stature, he's not like the Mariners owner is like 10 times more wealthy than him. Like he's not
really?
his own because he was just born into owning the Yankees. That's all he's done. He doesn't have any like other thing where he's like, oh, I'm a billionaire in this, and I
Yeah.
take that money like how Cohen does with the Mets, like or how the Dodgers do with like they have kind of like a big system of people, like a hedge fund. The Yankees
Mm-hmm.
don't have that, so they actually are pretty cheap in comparison. Back when George was the owner, they could do that because he was a crazy person. He put all of his money into them getting anybody, um, but they're cheap now. So like I can't really get mad at the Dodgers because we used to do something similar to that,
Yeah.
and because they also put a ton of money into they go sign guys, but they also always have like a top 10 farm system because they put a ton of money into international scouting. They know they're in LA and it's an easy sell. They are really good at drafting and developing. They're awesome
Mm-hmm.
at stockpiling pitching. And then on top of that, they know players want to be there and they get creative with the way they pay them. It's crazy that this Kyle Tucker contract is like the thing that's breaking everybody's like they're like there's going to be a cap because of this Tucker contract because of just the way that it's structured and the fact that they're like instead of spreading this out over 10 years like we used to with like Albert Pujols and Giancarlo and even like Tatis recently, Mike Trout, we're just going to pay you the money that you would make in those 10 years. We're just going to do it all in 4 years. Just have your prime and then you can hit the open market again in like
Yeah.
your late prime. And the fact that they were like, their two like issues were the back end of the bullpen and maybe another bat and they just go and like get Edwin Diaz and get Kyle Tucker, the two top guys, that's where people are like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
But it's also one of those things where it's like, okay, but if you're the Marlins or like a team that doesn't spend any money, like you could have also tried to make a competitive offer for a guy like Tucker if you really valued him like that. So that's where I get like, I understand, but I also get frustrated where I'm like, I don't know. There had to be a way that they could have made an offer. I think where people get frustrated is that the Blue Jays offered Tucker apparently like the same contract. It would pay him the same, but it was over 10 years or something, and he said no to that.
Which
Um,
is wild, dude.
which that would have made the Blue Jays really fucking good. So I'm happy he didn't do that as a Yankees fan, but um, it's tough. It's like a tough situation. I know the players are going to really go to war for no salary cap because it's the only league right now without it where you can actually get paid at your real value instead of just what the cap allows. So players are going to want that, obviously.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy looking
Yeah,
at their fucking pitching staff.
the Dodgers.
Yeah, because
I
I
know,
totally
dude.
forgot Glasnow was hurt last year. They have
Yeah.
Bobby Miller, Blake Snell, Blake
Eh,
Trinan still,
She
Yamamoto,
Sheehan is like a stud coming up,
Sasuke, Bruisdar. That's so random, but good for them.
and then their bullpen, Diaz. Um, they still have Tanner Scott, right? Is still on the
Tanner
team.
Scott, yeah. Blake
Yeah,
Trinan, like I said, fucking dude, it's
yeah.
crazy. And then like I
And then
mean,
Roki Sasaki still just like
people the thing with that team, it's like, why would you not want to play for the Dodgers? Like even if you're taking a little bit of a cut or like renegotiating your contract, like you're always gonna be playing in October.
always. Um, and then like they still have Mookie, they still have Freddie. Um,
Dude, it's
yeah,
crazy.
it's a
And
ridiculous team.
then I
It's
totally forgot they
ridiculous.
took Sawinski from the Pirates, man. Just for
Yep.
no reason. They're like, oh
Would
yeah, I'll
this
take him.
would this be three straight if they won it this year? Yeah, it would. It'd be
Hmm.
three straight. Which I mean, coming into the year, I wouldn't bet against it.
I don't know how
Um,
they won't. Like if they don't, yeah, I don't know
this
how they
has the
would.
potential to be the best team of all time
Heike is like not even
because the only
all
team that
around.
they'd be competing with the '98 Yankees are probably the best team of all time. They won 114 games, and then won the World Series in 4 games. Um, that's probably the best team of all time, success wise and roster wise. Though maybe the next best would be
The
the
99
Mariners, but they didn't
Mariners? Or no,
the
was that
Mariners, but
2001?
I think it was 2001, but they didn't win the World Series.
Hmm.
Um, but like regular season, yes. I think that's where the Dodgers have kind of almost slid under the radar. Is the last two regular seasons haven't been like 120 wins or something crazy. They kind of like have injuries, they sustain them, and then they just are awesome in the playoffs.
Dude,
Gives you like an
that
illusion that
Yankees
they
team
are
was
working for it.
insane.
Yeah, Posada, Rivera, Pettit.
Darryl
No, that
Strawberry,
team was
Bernie
on
Williams,
Jeter.
Jeter,
Yeah,
Tim Raines, Chili Davis.
yeah. That team
Crazy.
made no sense.
Literally no sense.
And then they just killed the Padres in the World Series. Um, but that's like this team, the Dodgers. If like they're healthy all year, they could be. I mean, they could win 120 games, like
Yeah,
something crazy like that, which is insane.
which is fucking
So yeah,
stupid.
it's going to be a tough like winter with the salary cap stuff. We could be in for a pretty big like break in baseball with a little bit of a um, like a fight for that because you got the players like Bryce Harper basically was like, I will kill somebody if they try to give us a salary cap. Okay, cool. Um, but anyway, the Phillies, if they're going to do anything, it has to be this year, basically.
Oh,
Um,
100%.
but that division is going to be crazy. The AL East is going to be crazy because like the Orioles, I think the Orioles improved a ton. They stunk last year,
They were
but it was
so
kind of
fucking bad this year.
it It was so bad, but it's so weird because I like so many guys in their team. Rutschman was terrible. Henderson was good, but not like as advertised. I just think this year they're going to be better. I think Alonso is like a good leader, even though he's a
Mm-hmm.
cornball. But he's like the perfect guy for their team because they need like that guy that's at least won a little bit to like come in and help them out. Um, so I like his fit there. That's
Jackson
just going
Hayes
to make
still
him,
young.
yeah, Jackson is still young. They have Dylan Beavers, I think, is going to get a ton of at bats this year. He's young. Um, I don't know why Mountcastle is still on the team. That makes no sense, but maybe they'll move him. Pitching, I think, is going to be hit or miss with them, but I just think they're going to be good. The Red Sox are going to be around as well. The Blue Jays are going to be good again. Yankees will be good. Um, and then the Rays are kind of rebuilding, but four of those teams are going to be good as usual. So the East is just going to be tough. And then
I love how the Rays have been rebuilding ever since they made it to the World Series.
them making the World Series was just crazy. What was that? 2020? Was that COVID? Um,
Yeah,
that was just
because that
crazy.
was the Blake Snell. Wasn't that the Blake Snell game?
Yeah, and they rode
Yeah.
Blake Snell like a horse the whole entire playoffs and everything.
And then
Um,
just, what was it, game 6 or 7? They're like, hey, man, take a seat.
they took him out with like 4 2/3 or whatever. But Blake Snell will do that. Not to get on a tangent, but like he'll do that thing where he's like, "Yeah, I have 10 strikeouts through 4 innings, but I've walked 7 people and I'm at 200 pitches." Um,
Whoa. The Colorado quarterback just died?
Wait, what?
Yeah, that just popped up on my feed.
The University of Colorado?
Yeah, Dominique Ponder?
Dominic, was he the starter? I
Yeah,
didn't
I think
watch a lot
so.
of. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That
he
is
was the
crazy.
starter. That's wild.
Dies at 23.
That's
That is
sad as
crazy.
fuck. Jesus.
Dude, a
In a
lot of.
car accident.
Damn, that sucks. A lot of shit, dude. RIP him. We haven't really done a podcast since Rondell Moore, too, which really sucks.
Yeah, that does fucking
That's
suck, dude.
2 people, um,
And even like the
including.
Chris Bosch almost fucking
Yeah, dude,
died
crazy
too.
stuff is happening. Yeah, Chris Bosh, that was a crazy story. He said he woke up in a pool of his own blood.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
I mean,
because
that's
didn't he have it?
scary.
He had shit like that going on during his career too, right?
Yeah, he had blood clots. He was the first guy to have like
Medically
blood clots to the
retire.
point, yeah, to the point of like I need to not play anymore.
Yeah,
Um, because guys, Damian Lillard had one last year, and then Wemby had one last year too. They're still playing, but I think Bosch's was pretty bad.
that's scary, dude.
So
That's really scary.
very scary, very scary. Yeah, that sucks to hear. But I was really sad about the. I mean, now we're just on guys who are dying, but Rondale Moore passing away, that made me really upset because that didn't need to happen. So
No.
hearing stuff like that always breaks my heart because
Yeah.
you get hurt a lot. Like I feel like we do a bad job, like with guys who are awesome athletes that make it to the league. Like we're like, this is what you do, this is your contribution to the world, and then they get hurt a lot, and it's like, well, now what do I do?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you don't have like the mental, if you already have something where you're like a little bit down on yourself, that can just make it so much worse. So I
And the
hated to read
whole
about that.
like the whole vamp up of the like gambling culture, like it's on every fucking commercial
Yes,
everywhere. So these all these guys are just getting threats because you
it's insane.
lost someone some money. It's
And it's so
terrible.
crazy because it's like the people that are getting like, not to like be an asshole, but like the people who are get mouthy on like Instagram DMs or Twitter DMs about like losing a bet for them, they're betting like $5 on like a 10 leg parlay and then just like
Yeah,
sending a message. It's like, dude, just keep that to yourself, dude. Not that it
they
would be
look at that shit,
justified.
dude. They look at
Yeah,
that shit like it goes to them
yeah.
just
Not
because
that
they
it would
don't
be justified
respond.
if you were like betting a bunch of money or whatever, but like it's just so fun. Like it's just the people that feel the need to do that. It's crazy. I've lost a bajillion bets in my life, and I've been so mad to myself at certain athletes, but never does it cross my mind to be like, you know what I should do? I should go on my computer, log into Twitter, and tell them how mad I am and be really mean. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, get a life. Um, but yeah, I mean that does contribute to like gambling culture. People that don't even really watch sports get in on gambling culture. They say terrible things to people, so that contributes to it as well. But it's just a lot of pressure. Um, so it sucks to see stuff like that.
Yeah,
I can't believe we just had breaking news in the middle of the show. Not good. Um,
terrible.
I don't really know how to pivot, but we could talk a little bit about,
Well,
you know,
I have a question for you. Did you see your Seattle Seahawks NFLPA report card?
no.
Look, it's pretty good.
Are we getting A's and B's?
Mostly A's.
Let's go, dude.
You're ranked fourth in the entire NFL.
Who's won?
I don't know, but I randomly saw the Vikings are two, which is wild.
No, that makes sense. Their facilities, when I see videos of their facilities, it's crazy. That makes sense to me.
Oh, the
Um,
Dolphins are one. Wow.
they're like, they're like, why do you like playing here? Well, we're in Miami, sir. Okay, A
This is
plus.
Miami.
Yeah.
And
That's
their
hilarious. The
lowest
Dolphins are
grade was head coach.
one. Damn. They said McDaniel. We're happy he's
Still a B,
gone.
still a B, still a B.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. Wait, what about the Steelers?
The real reason I brought this up was because of the Steelers.
Oh, you have to enlighten me. I'm actually not aware of this.
We ranked last.
Dead last?
Dead last. Dead fucking last.
Oh my God.
You know what our best grade was?
It's like a C if you're dead last.
No, no, like in the categories,
Oh,
because they grade all the categories.
maybe like like how they treat your family or something. I have no idea.
Head coach,
And he's gone.
and he's gone. But there's also a thing that came out. I don't know if I texted you about this, but their home locker room, 5 stalls in the bathroom for a
That's
whole ass
it
football team.
for 50 to 60 grown men
Yes,
plus like assistant coaches and video people. Oh my God.
5 stalls. I was talking to my friend with this last time. Like, you think they like divide each stall up? Like, one's like skill players, one's linemen, one's defense, and like everyone's just coming off the field and like they gotta wait in line. That's why
That's
we
what I
don't
was
make
gonna
any
say.
second half adjustments, dude. It's because everyone's waiting in line for the
Everybody's
bathroom.
shitting.
Literally.
Everybody's just shitting. That's crazy because I mean, if I gotta go, I gotta go. So like,
Yeah, that's wild. Like, I'm
I'd
surprised
be,
we didn't see people like going into the corridors and like using the normal bathrooms with
that's what
everyone
I'm saying.
else.
Bartering. I'd be like, hey, dude, I got, I got, like, if you just let me cut you for the rest of the year, I've got 5 grand for you at your locker right now.
5G.
Um,
5G. Well, that was their uh,
that was their lowest grade, like an F on the facilities or something.
F minus locker room.
Oh my
Home,
God, bro.
home field F minus. Treatment of
No,
families F.
no.
Team travel F.
Holy shit. Are
It's
they just
crazy.
cheaping out? Like they're just like they're not doing any renovations, and then if the team travels an F, they must just be getting them like the worst flight of all time,
Oh,
like just
100%.
terrible
100%.
plane.
Yeah, the ownership, the Rooneys, I mean, they've owned that team since it started, and they're on like their 7th Rooney right now. But he just doesn't give a fuck about anything that has to do
That's
with the Steelers
crazy.
organization. It's like almost worse than the Pirates. Um,
God,
and
that's so
then
insane.
like the home field thing, a high school plays their Friday, Pitt plays their Saturday, and then we're just supposed to play their Sunday when the field is absolutely torn up. They redid the sod on that field twice this year.
I remember
Teams don't do
reading
that
that.
for teams don't do that for like years, and we did it
Yeah,
twice in a year, and it was still
I
just
didn't.
shit.
How did I not know a high school plays on the field?
Isn't that crazy? Imagine just being in high school and you're like, yeah, you're gonna go play at Acker, sure. Like,
We're gonna play at the old Heinz Stadium.
yeah,
That's crazy. Wow. Okay, you're enlightening me a lot. I did not know that it was
yeah.
this bad in Steeler
No, it's
land.
really fucking bad. And then also ownership got a D, so It's with that coaching thing that makes sense because everyone loved Mike T, except the
Yeah,
fans because
yeah.
they had to blame somebody.
It was
But
time for
personally,
something, but
it was
yeah,
time for. But personally, I think we were pointing fingers at the wrong person. I think I said this earlier in the year. Like it's straight ownership. What's going on here?
yeah,
Because like Omar Khan, he's doing what he can with the numbers
yeah.
he has. Um, and then it really just, I think it just comes down to ownership, which is,
It's yeah. Having a bad owner in sports is the worst thing because you can't fire them. You can't. You basically have to just hope like the worst scandal of all time comes out and they have to sell.
yeah,
It's like your only hope. So like the Seahawks are in the process of selling. I wish they didn't have to. I'd rather whatever group we've had that's pretty hands off would just stay with Jody Allen and kind of that group. But
yeah.
um,
Your
it was in
situation's weird too.
it
But
was in Paul Allen's will that the team his assets get distributed, and so it's coming up on the date that that's supposed to happen, or like it already passed, and so they're behind. And the NFL like is pushing them to sell because they have too many. Their structure is not like in accordance with the NFL guidelines, so just really strange. But I'm really hoping that like somebody hands off that's like a quiet, just like a hedge fund guy or something that just kind of I don't know, like
yeah,
takes over and doesn't say much because like having a loud owner or like an owner that just is like cheap or whatever, like any of these bad situations, it's just the worst to be in.
no, that, I always got jealous seeing your fucking, well, it was mostly your GM when they would just pan over to him. He's having the time of his life.
Schneid's, everybody loves Schneid's, dude. Him
You
just
have
sweating, he's
to.
sweating through his shirt.
But then
Um,
I felt bad for Jody when they were doing the trophy ceremony. Everyone's booing her. It's like, you really think she wants to do this?
yeah, it was strange. Well, and the timing that the report came out was clearly the Patriots leaked that because
Yeah,
Kraft leaked that because the owners get that information early, obviously, because
yeah,
that's who they're sharing revenue with. And clearly he leaks that because why would you want that to come out until after? You'd want it to come out after the Super Bowl, not right before.
yeah.
Um, and so, but hey, we had a leak on Kraft pretty soon after that. Shout out to him and our boy Jeffrey. Just
What
getting
was
together,
Kraft's
hanging
one
out.
again?
More massage shit and some correspondence with Mr. Jeffrey Epstein.
Makes sense. And then the
Just
Giants, was
classic
it the
slime
Giants
stuff.
owner thing came out
One
too?
of one of their owners, yeah. Those emails are some of the. I mean, it's
Those are
not funny
bad.
because of the how high stakes it is, but when you read those, you're just like, you're telling me this guy has billions of dollars and he's sending shit from his iPad like this? Like, what the fuck? He's basically just like, those illegal women you sent me were great. Thanks. Would love to do it again. That's like basically the emails. You're like, what? Like, how the fuck did you think this wasn't going to get out at some point?
This is so
Um,
random, but also the random stray that Russell Wilson caught because he was like buying a plane.
a jet from
Yeah.
somebody who was like connected. And he was like, he goes, not today, Satan. Whoa, 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 whoa. That killed me. And yeah, there's a few people that are catching strays just from like their name just comes up
Yeah.
um, in it. But we, Kraft classic slime ball stuff. Just leaking shit out. But it'll be interesting to see who ends up with the Seahawks because these sales take forever. Like the Commanders were the
hmm
most recent team to get sold. It took 10 months.
Actually, that's crazy. I didn't know
Because
that.
there's just so much money there. It's just billions and billions. If you own one of these teams, you just
Yeah.
print money, and then if you ever want to, if you're ever like running out of cash for some reason, you can sell it for so much. It's
hmm
crazy.
Just
Um,
or just keep like the majority stock.
yeah, or like just keep even like just a minority stake in it, and just keep getting some money from it. Like it's crazy. Um, so that'd be interesting. But yeah, with the Steelers, it's like probably just gonna stay in the Rooney name forever, and those keep being cheap,
How
which is
does
just
it
the
work with
worst.
like the Packers? Because the fans own the team, right?
Yeah, it's like you can buy stock in it basically, or like buy a share of it. I don't know enough about it to like talk too much on it, but
I
it's
wondered if they just like taxed everyone that lived in the Wisconsin area just to keep
they
their team
might
alive.
honestly. It's
Yeah.
Green Bay is crazy because I see like videos where people are like when you live next to Lambeau and it's just like they walk on their front porch and it's like Lambeau Field's right
Just
there.
right there.
Like nothing obstructing it or anything. I'm just like, what the fuck?
And then there's like the game day when they're charging people like $700
Like
to park in their
to
driveway.
park. You can park right here, brother. Yeah, I mean it's an investment. But the ownership situation is just having a bad ownership situation is the worst.
Yeah.
You saw with the Commanders for a long time, and then that's crazy. I didn't know the Steelers were dead last. There's some teams I would have put much higher on them if I was betting.
Dead fucking last.
Dead last is crazy.
And the Dolphins are the first. Well, actually, that makes sense. Because Hard Rock's probably crazy. Being in Miami in general is awesome.
Got good weather.
Good weather.
They needed to start taking care of their people, though, too, because they had, like, an owner drama thing, too. So, yeah, that's interesting. And Minnesota being so high doesn't surprise me. Wait, who'd you say was one? The Dolphins are 1, Minnesota's 2, the Seahawks are 4.
Yeah, who's 3? It's a really good question. It's going to be someone so random.
Chargers, I bet. Something weird like that. Yeah, probably. I mean, Chargers and Rams have to be pretty good. They're at SoFi.
Commanders. That's random as
hell. That's new because they had a terrible report card when it was Daniel Snyder. So that's what getting a good owner can get you. Better report card.
But at least it doesn't like transit or not like there's not a connection with a good team and a good report card. Because the Dolphins.
Yeah, and the Vikings this year too.
And the Vikings,
they're like, we keep losing, but we are having a good time. It is comfortable. I'll tell you that.
That's all that matters.
If I need to take a shit,
what the Raiders one is now. Oh, Raiders coming in at number 6.
Yeah, I mean that stadium's awesome. I bet it's all brand new.
They put their offensive coordinator as an F.
The Raiders?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, I mean their offense stunk. Makes sense.
That was probably mostly Geno.
Geno probably went to everybody like, make sure you put an F for that. Make sure everybody puts an F for that. God, how do you think Geno felt watching the Seahawks win the whole thing after he tried to hold them hostage? So funny.
How do you think Pete felt too?
Pete probably felt happy.
I bet Pete and Geno linked up and like, hey, you know what? Let's get out of here, man. Let's go to PF Chang's and just turn
Mark
off
Davis.
our phones.
Yeah, let's just go somewhere else. But talking a little bit of football, talking Raiders. So, is Crosby going to get traded or not? What's your?
I think it's going to be another like Myles Garrett. They're going to hold him hostage for his whole life.
Yeah,
but I mean, like,
think he's going to get moved.
I also because he's not going to want to be there for the Mendoza rebuild.
No, because by the time they compete, he'll be 31, 32. He's 29 right now. So
yeah. But I mean, it could also be the same situation where Garrett was like, "Hey, I need to be on a team that competes," and they're like, "Oh, here's $50 million."
Yeah, they could give him a huge extension when he's eligible. He already has pretty decent money right now.
Yeah,
I think he'll get moved. It could be like a Micah thing, not like messy like that, but I think it could be one of those things where he gets moved to a contender. Bears would be sick.
Bears would be dope because their defensive line's already decent already, isn't it?
Yeah, that would kind of solidify it.
And their secondary's not bad.
Yeah, they need to do something in the draft, but I think their linebackers are going to be free agents, so they're going to have to draft well too. But I think Crosby could be somebody that they could go get. Yeah. Ravens would be cool, not for you, but just in general. Seahawks? No, I'm just kidding. I don't really want that.
That would be wild.
And then, I mean, we could finish here since we're talking football. The Kenneth Walker free agency has been like,
I've not been keeping up on that.
It's been like a talking point in like national headlines I've seen because he's going to probably get paid somewhere. So, where do you think he fits? Because I don't think the Seahawks are going to be able to keep him. They're not going to be able to afford it. I kind of like him on the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's on brand too for the Chiefs to do that shit.
A guy that can catch the ball and run the ball.
Ooh, I'm just looking here. Texans?
That'd become sick. Help
Yeah.
out Stroud a little bit, solidify their running game. Him and Woody Marks back there.
Joe
I like
Mixon.
that. Mixon. Mixon. That was. Is he gonna play ever again? Does he even have a
I
foot?
I'd probably not, but
That's what's tough with Mixon.
this
Um,
article, what is this even on? But this is saying that the Texans are front runners.
wow, interesting. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be cool.
No, but
Um,
they also did say Chiefs, and randomly
yeah,
the Giants.
I don't like that at all.
I don't
Um,
either. But it makes sense
Chiefs
because
though, I like.
obviously Scott's not going to be able to do this for his whole fucking life. Tyrone Tracy,
And
they
he,
gave him enough opportunities.
yeah, and Sky Blue's not gonna start. He's gonna start the year in the IR. So,
Yeah.
um, for the Seahawks, I'm cool letting him walk because he's gonna be too expensive. But
And
to
you guys
replace
draft
him,
one?
I think we should draft one, and I think we should go get a guy who's much cheaper, like Rashad White or like Rico Dowdle or
That'd be
something
cool.
like somebody like down the line of, or
You want
even
Caleb
like
Johnson?
I was gonna say Gainwell. He's a free agent. Um, like just somebody like that who's cheaper, and then we also draft one. Let Sharp get back next year at the end of the year. I'm cool with that. I'm cool going cheap at running back. I don't think paying a guy unless it's like
Chris
extra for
McCaffrey.
your team, like Christian McCaffrey or like Saquon the year that they won the Super Bowl. Like that was like, oh,
Rico
we already
Dowdle.
are awesome. Dowdle's a stud, but he's not going to get paid like
No.
how Walker's going to get paid. So I'll take him if he's cheaper. Um, I would love just to have like a Rashad White type guy for cheap and then draft a guy too. So that's what I think
Yeah.
will happen.
This is random, but is Brees Hall a free agent?
He is a free agent. He's
That'd
the
be
only
cool.
guy that's like ranked. Well, he's going to get more than Kenneth Walker, I think.
No.
He's ranked ahead of him, obviously. On all, he's the better like running back overall. He just has been on the Jets. Um, he'd be sick on the Chiefs,
Yeah.
but Brees Hall is a weird one. He might just have to stay with the Jets. I don't know who else is going to pay him, but he'll get big money though for running back money at least.
I'd pay him.
What about Mike Evans? He's free agent. It's like 33 though.
I don't know what you do with that, man.
Bills.
Don't know. Yeah, Bills.
Brandon Bean loves an old receiver.
Where'd you
Bring
tell
him
me
in.
Khalil Shakir went to college again?
Khalil Shakir.
Were you telling me that? Oh, I
have
think that was Kale.
I have no clue where he went to college.
Oh, I
He's
know
a
where
little
he
guy
went.
though. Where?
Please guess where he went to college.
North Dakota State.
Close.
That's my guess. Is it South Dakota State?
No. I
Oh,
don't know why
man.
I said close because that's not really.
University of Maine.
No. PNW. Think PNW.
Oh, Boise?
Boise.
Wow.
Isn't
Him
that
and
wild?
Rashid Shaheed. Shaheed went to Boise too.
Fun fact of the day. Shaheed
That
did
is
too?
crazy. Shaheed was Boise State, pretty sure.
There's so many sleepers that come out of Boise State, man.
They have one guy every year that's pretty. I mean, Genty was obviously like a generational guy, but for them, but
Who
yeah,
was
they
that
have
guy
one guy
last
every
year?
year. Don't know.
Yeah, I don't think
Genty,
they
right?
had one. Wasn't that 2 years ago?
No, he's a rookie last year.
I meant like, yeah.
Oh,
I see
like coming into this draft?
Yeah.
I don't know. They might have somebody. Now I gotta know. This is how we'll finish. Let's see who the Boise guy that's gonna get drafted this year is.
Top Boise prospect.
Draft
It might
prospect
be their
2026. Ooh, J.L. Skinner. Casey
I got-
Cage, offensive tackle.
Yeah. Cage
Or
Casey.
Cage Casey. My bad. I
Yeah.
read his name
OT.
backwards.
OTU.
6'6", 310 from Happy Valley, Oregon.
I know
Dude,
where that
he
is.
ran a 5.240. He's 310 pounds, ran a 5.240. That's pretty good.
There was an offensive lineman that just ran it was like a 4.9.
Was it Proctor?
I think so.
That guy's a fucking stud. He's so
He
big.
is. He's so
Um,
big.
he gets like beat a lot though. It's kind of weird. He'll have to get coached up. But yeah, this dude Cage went to Clackamas High School,
Black.
3-star.
Kind of gross.
Stayed close to home, but spurned Oregon State for Boise State. Probably a good choice.
It's probably a
Um,
great choice.
yeah. Wow. All right. Well, hell yeah. Shout out to him, dude. And shout out to the Combine.
Yeah.
40 times.
That'll probably be next talk. Need to watch some Mel Kiper, man. Melly.
This is the worst that I've ever seen. Everybody should be embarrassed. Everybody should be embarrassed. Is he going to cry this year? Do you think?
Like, is he gonna publicly just embarrass someone on live TV during the draft?
Yeah, is he going to cry again this year like he did with Shadur Sanders last year?
Do you think? I hope he gets on like a Diego Pavia just tangent. He's like, this guy's the next fucking what's his name? He's the Mormon guy on the Saints.
Oh, Taysom Hill.
Yeah, he's the next Taysom at 5'9".
Did you see that Diego Pavia said his mentor Johnny Manziel is giving him some great advice?
Oh no.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Diego.
Johnny Manziel, do you ever like see a clip from like his pods?
Oh yeah, they're hilarious. Because what's it called? It's like not just sports or some shit like that.
I don't know what it's called, but every time I see a clip, he's the king of like saying something, and you can tell he thinks what he's saying is like extremely profound. And then at the end of it, you're like, am I retarded? What did I just watch? Like what he's saying, like you can tell the way he's saying it, he's like, I'm cooking right now. This is some profound shit that I'm spewing. And then at the end, I'm like, I don't even know what he just meant. What did he just say?
Terrible. Just terrible.
Just a horrible take. He's a king of bad takes. But
I low-key watched the episode when who do you have on? It was like fucking who's that guy on the Cavs when LeBron was on the team? Yeah. Was it Shump?
J.R. Smith?
No.
Shumpert and Smith.
It was Shump. It was
okay, yeah,
Shump.
Shump does a lot of podcasts, so yeah.
He has some crazy takes. They're awesome.
He's a good storyteller.
He is a good storyteller.
He actually is cooking when he starts telling the story.
Yeah.
Like I never know where it's going, but it ends up in a good place. But
yeah, who's the other guy that's fired? Timberwolves.
Jeff Teague. Yeah, Teague is a good storyteller as well.
Did we ever talk about the Jeff Teague trend, where it's just like you're wearing a jersey, but no pants?
No.
Fuck, dude, you need to look that up when we get off. That shit's so funny.
Con Knipple jersey, no pants.
That's what you need.
Buzz City.
Buzz City.
If you're listening to this, and you can hook me up with a Con Knipple Buzz City jersey, the good people of Charlotte, I need it.
Yeah.
Might be my favorite player right now that doesn't play for the Suns. Shout out to him. I don't have much more. We just cooked on baseball, mix in a little report cards that I was unaware of. I know they do those, but I never like check it out. So
I think they're funny to look at. I just think they're. And,
I've never looked.
As a Steelers fan, people are like freaking out and shit, which is what they do. But I think it's awesome.
They're like, dude, we're last. Fuck. That's so funny. They should have let us do that when we were in school. Like, how do you think this year went at Walla Walla High School? It's like, teachers, C. Some of them were okay. Just like start facilities, F.
Yeah.
We had no AC.
It's kind of a vibe, though. That campus wasn't the worst.
It was. It wasn't the worst, but it was the worst in the winter, though, when you're like walking to class outdoors and it's like 6 degrees. You gotta walk like
a quarter of a mile and you have 5 minutes to get to a fucking random ass class.
Yeah. Sneaky hard to find the library there. I got lost one time trying to find the library, had to get escorted back. It's tough. Tough to find.
It is tough.
But yeah, I wish we could have done that back in the day, or even in college. Just give a report card. I guess rate your
Mm-hmm.
professor is kind of like that,
Yeah, that is true. I never did
but
that shit though, because my classes
I
were all so small. Just learning Spanish. It was like me and two other people.
you're the only
Couldn't
people at
fucking
Eastern Oregon that want to learn Spanish.
literally. It was like me, two other Mexicans that were cool. They already knew Spanish, so they were just like my tutors.
I mean, that's sad.
So cool.
Shout out that bun. Um, well, that's it for the pod. Everybody like and subscribe. We're growing. What do we have? Like 55 subscribers now, maybe?
54.
Well, let's get road to 100.
Road to 100. That has
We're
to
getting
happen.
there. It must happen. I feel good about it.
Yup.
Leave us mean comments.
Please.